Here's the new alternator we're going to be using, R111741A Ultima. See, it has the two main holes here, and it has this, where'd it go? Right there, the hole, the 10mm on the back, it holds it on there. So that's the formation. Hold it to the brackets to the motor for this alternator. And then this one has the D-shaped power cable, and it has smaller wires there for the regulator and whatnot. Never seen this before. It actually gives you a little diagram like what could be wrong. Could be the battery, voltage is below 12.4 volts per minute. Alternator output is below 13.5 to 14 volts. Corrosion, cracked, burnt or loose connections. Some other good ones. The belt loose, the belt cracked or glazed, contaminated, or it's gunked up and it can't move freely, or it's restricted. I guess inside here too, the key, I've never really seen this one. The ignition left on, dashboard lights left on are working. Could be a problem, we'll check that. Here's for the alternators, it burnt, oil soaked, cracked. Yep, that's pretty much the checklist you go through when you're having power issues. It's pretty helpful actually, I like that. So I have my voltage meter set up. The first thing we're going to do is test the battery here with my two leads. Both of them on there now. And if you look, 12.75. That's good, it's above 12.4. The battery's working fine. That tells me it's not the battery that's the issue. So I'm back. I got the negative cable on tight, the positive's on tight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the car to test the alternator. Once I got the car started, I'm going to take the positive off, and the car should stay running if the alternator is working. And if the car dies, that will indicate that there's a bad alternator. So we're going to test that right now. We're going to start the car, then we're going to go take off the positive battery cable and see if it stays running. See if there's a faulty alternator or not. It seems like the client told me it actually happens when they turn their lights on. So we're going to start it, take off the positive, see if it still runs. We'll check that, then we'll turn the lights on and see if that makes a difference. I think it might help. And that'll help track down our issue and hopefully yours too. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. There's no power still. What the fuck? Look at that. Huh. Interesting. So I was here, I was tugging the leads to make sure they're tight because it wasn't getting no power. Then I noticed this. And if you look down there, the negative goes there. Gave it a little twist. Seems like the power came back on, so I'm not really sure what that does, but obviously it restricts the power. And goes to the negative down there. It's like a cutoff on. Now if you look, you can hear the frickin' bell rattling. Power's on. Let's give it a try. Ready? 1, 2. That's an easy fix. Took like 20 seconds. Good day. Alright, so it's running. Good. Off the positive. Should stay running. The alternator is working. Obviously the alternator's faulty. Well, let's get that replaced. Step, so I'm going to remove the clamp right here. Where did it go? Somebody fell. Once you got that done, you'll pry out this bottom piece, and it'll give you plenty of room to get to the alternator. Once you got that all finished up, you look, there's a tension pulley right here. You'll just want to get a 1/2 inch pry bar and pull up on that, and it'll give you the slack you need to remove the belt here. We'll be right back. We'll do that right now. We're back. I got my Nikito chrome moly vanadium steel pry bar here I just got. 15 inches. Let's get that down inside there. See if we can get this baby pried on. There we go. Let me get that on, I'll get back to you. Put it in right there though, inside the pry bar. See, I got my pry bar in there, 1/2 inch. When I press down on the pry bar, you see the belt here loosens. See it? Loosening. So you're just going to loosen the belt and pull it off. Just like I'm doing, press down, pull off. You can get it on film for you. Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to clear my way. There we go. It's like that. Off. I'm gonna try to set it somewhere where it stays in place, where I can just put it right back on easy. So it's set straight down, just like that. Looks good. The alternator off, 10mm. 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top. Okay, I got the 2 bottom bolts out, the alternator here. Next thing I'm gonna do is remove the 3 wires, 1, 2, and 3. 1 there, 2, 1, 2, 3. 10mm bolt for the back of this one. Then once I got all 3 of those undone, I'll do the 10mm there to release the alternator and put in the new one. Here we go. I actually decided to take the 10mm off first and get the wires. Looks like there's enough slack to where it could fall down there and get easier access. So here we go. It's ready to come out. So I really didn't like this. It's definitely going to help you guys. The only way to get these off was to pry a screwdriver in here, pull up there, and pull on this at the same time. Same with this one. I got a screwdriver in the back there. Barely twisted up to get it off the knob and just pulled up. This one's a 10mm bolt. I'll get that off now. Gotta remove this plastic casing off of it first. Use the screwdriver. It's like stuck on there pretty hard. It's all getting brittle. This plastic piece cracking, rusty. You can hear it. I'm taking it off. See, there it is right there. So be careful, especially if it's an older car. Getting the back 10mm bolt off. Looks like it's ready to go. Looks like there's a little corrosion there on the wire. If you look, it's all green. So we can get this off. We got trouble here at the end. There we go. Let's work it off the last little bit. It's gonna ease off now. Just do not lose that bolt. It might be hard to find. Alright. Get this baby off. It'll come off easy. Looks like. There we go. We'll sand that down to get all the corrosion off there. On the back there, it's pretty bad. See the back. You can see there it is. Alright, let's get this alternator out. So one thing you guys want to do when you're replacing the alternators, what the store told me was, you want to make sure if this plug's a D or a circle. This one's a D. So if you look there, it's a D2 shape. So this one's gonna work exact same. Let's just match it up before we try it. 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Let's check this one. Same orientation as the other. So you can see they're exactly the same. 2 bottom, 2 bottom, 1 on top, 1 on top. So we're going to replace this now. It's a good match. There's another thing they noticed in that pamphlet when we first started here, if you'll notice, one of the things that could go wrong with your alternator is, which you look here, it gets corroded in oil, which I guess stops it from working. The oil gets on the copper there and restricts the voltage flow. So I'm guessing that's why this one went out. But yeah, so yep, it says right there, is it oil soaked? Yeah, ours sure is. So yep, makes sense. Need a new one. There she is. Put her in. So before I put the new alternator in, I'm going to sand down this connection here, make sure it's all good to go and it makes a good connection. There's no corrosion or whatnot on there restricting power to get into our alternator. The rest of the wire looks fine besides that. So I'm just going to sand it down and get it ready to go. Here we go. Alright, we got it all sanded down, ready to go. Next step. We have the new alternator. We're just going to do everything in reverse order. We're going to get it in there, set it in place, hook the wires up, 3 connections, get the top bolt on, and do the bottom 2, and get the belt on there. Here we go. First one on. Here goes the little tab. Listen for the click. You hear it click, you know you're good. That one, there you go. Hear it click. And this one's gonna go right on there. It's 10 millimeter. I think they're all 10 millimeter, to tell you the truth, the top and 2 bottom. Very simple. There you go. So you just want to get it on there firm, not super tight. Probably good right there. So we're back. The new alternator's on. Got the belt on. Gotta remove my tension bar, my breaker bar still off the tensioner. Last step, we're gonna start it up and test her. See how she runs. We'll even do the test again where we take the positive and take it off and see if she still runs after that, which I'm pretty sure it will. All right, let's go. Back, got the air filter back on. Clamp is latched, ready to go. Put positive back on here. We'll do a little test. So we're back. We're about to do the alternator test to see if that was the problem or not. If we fixed the issue, here we go. And she's running. Looks like we got about over 12 volts, it looks like to me. Hard to tell. Looks like it's closer towards the 18. If you guys can see that or not. So take the positive off. Take the positive off, see if the alternator keeps her running. Moment of truth, here we go. She stayed running. This is obviously the alternator. Job well done. Get her back on there and charge the battery. Go, let's check the voltage. So we're running around 14.4 volts. Go. go, guys. Another happy customer. Purring like a cat. See that baby be running? There she is. Alright, close her up. See you guys later. Hope you enjoyed the video. So if you guys are ever having problems with your car losing power as well, most of the time it's usually going to be your battery or your alternator going out, or one of the wires going back and forth from your battery to your alternator or are corroded and it's not getting power. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm all ready to go for today. I hope that helps you guys. Yeah, enjoy. Here we go, guys. That's another happy customer. Car's almost heated up. Gas tank's full. Running about, let's say, over 12 volts there. All right.